That's what they're gonna see, okay?
Oh shit, take a screenshot of that.
What?
Let's go.
I'm gonna share that with you so it can be on your page, okay?
Stutter. Hello.
I am Destiny. Right.
Oh, finally some Afrobeat. This is my first time hearing Afrobeat on the stage. You don't normally play no Afrobeat.
I just text you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Come to Chichi, comes.
Huh?
Texting you, okay?
Okay. Live with Destiny. Hey y'all, we're live with Destiny. If you're tuning in.
What's up? What's up?
Everybody's gonna be able to see you if you share it, okay? Everybody's gonna be able to see you.
You don't need no other body.
We're going in after this song. Get ready for that prayer. Okay? So the order is, I'm gonna say what up, Chichi. You go after. I'm gonna say hello. They say hi, I'm Chichi. And say everything you want to say about yourself. And then say Mogul. Say his name. And Mogul say his name. And then you go straight to the prayer. And then we introduce.
Hey man, y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap into the Radio Connect app. We got the sensational Destiny Riders in the building. Say hello, Destiny.
What's up? What's up?
You already know what it is. We got Ray Daniels in the building. We got Chichi in the building. We got Sims in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, y'all. Tap the link in the bio. Let's go. 8105 Jams. Let's get it.
Body. Only if you want my body.
Okay.
Body. Oh, Ray Daniels morning show. He getting it today.
Instagram.
Yes, Chichi. STYLXC. Chichi Styles.
STYL what?
LXZ.
LXC.
Z. Like zebra.
XZ.
Yes.
CHICHISTYL.
LXZ. Shout out to my followers. We're live with Destiny Writers on the Ray Daniels Morning Show, Chichi Styles, with MOG, the mogul, Sims in the building, and one and only radio show host with a most, the boss himself, Ray Daniels. Bam, let's go. All live. Nice. Eight.
People will be in live for like 40 minutes waiting. That's loyalty.
Silence on the set. We're about to go live.
Good boy, man. Good job. I love that.
Omoge make you dance. You know what omoge means? Babe.
Huh?
Omoge means babe.
I feel like you look familiar. I've seen someone before.
Oh, well.
Jeez. They're asking how can they see me on the app?
What's poppin'?
How can they see me on there?
They have to click.
You have to click what?
How can they see her on the app?
What's going on?
They asking, her viewers are asking, how can they see her on the app? They have to click
Yeah,
on
I
the
gave you
video.
the link.
Oh, you gave me the link.
It's that Facebook link.
Okay, my bad.
No. It's that body. Gambati. I'm gonna make you dance.
What it do, what it do, what it does. The Ray Daniels Morning Show bringing you the best of hip hop and R&B. Today's hottest music with a touch of laughs. And we're in the building, people. We got a special guest, but first, let's talk to my girl Chichi up in here. What up, Chichi?
What up, folks and family? Thank you for tuning into the Ray Daniels Morning Show. It's Chichi Styles. Make them go crazy like girls gone wild, but you know you can't do that now. You don't want to do that. Don't end up being a ditty. Just be
Right,
good.
right, that
All
part.
right, that's
now,
me.
that will wake you up in the morning. That will get you up in the morning, man. What's up, y'all? Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Emoji the Mogul, aka Man of God the Mogul. And I am glad to be here this morning. So this morning we got a special guest. Before we get into our special guest this morning, we're gonna definitely get into a quick prayer because you gotta wake up with God first. So we're gonna do that. So all minds and hearts clear, like your pastor says. And we're gonna go and do something like this. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. Lead us not into any temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thou the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. And everybody here says,
Amen.
And with that being said, she's in the building.
Yes, Destiny Writer.
What's up? Thank you for having me here again.
Hey, all sexy and stuff. Red hair. She got the chain on. She just totally hip hop. But when I listen to your music, Destiny, it's very melodic. It's more than just rapping.
Right. I'm very versatile. I mean, I rap, I do pop music. I'm actually about to win my 5th music award June the 15th, doing pop music. So
Okay.
I definitely transitioned over the years.
I know that's right. How do you? I'm gonna ask some real questions. How do people get past the sexy and take you serious as an artist?
I just don't play. I just show people like I don't play. I'm really about my business, and that's it.
Right.
I
so,
don't play.
So do you find it tough to be sexy and want to do music?
I mean, there's a lot of women in the industry, unfortunately, that have given people the wrong impression. So I feel like it's a little bit harder.
Right.
But I'm at a stage now where I just don't care no more, because I believe in God more than anything in the world, and what is for me is about to be for me. God can't, like, whatever's for me, God, no one can take it away from me.
All right, Chichi?
Oh, do I believe that women have?
No, you got it.
Oh, I didn't mean to chip into that.
Question.
Oh, ask you a question. Oh, well, shoot.
Question, girl?
Oh, well, I think, so how are you able to conquer when you have new music? How are you able to conquer that message that, transitioning from as you're changing the styles of your music, how are you able to conquer your new, followers or your new fans? How do the old fans feel? Do they feel like you're not giving them what they want, or are they gravitating
No,
to the new music?
I'm so blessed and so grateful that my fans have supported me, even when I had the most crappiest music out there when I first started. I didn't even have any idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
I knew the business side of things, but I didn't know the part of being an artist. I didn't even think I could sing at the start. So my fans, they like anything that I do, so I'm extremely grateful for that part. I think the part about getting taken more seriously for me was, even though I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, I'm not saying anything bad about anybody, but at the start, I got information from a pretty high up person in the industry at the start, and they told me that I had to be a sex symbol. So I kind of believed it at the start, and there were certain things that I did, it may have got me exposure and stuff like that, but it didn't feel right, because it wasn't me being authentic to who I really was. I used to put half naked photos out there and body paint. I did a photo shoot, body paint shoot with certain major people in the industry from Love and Hip Hop, whatever, but I didn't feel good about it. So now that I've stopped putting myself out there like that, I'm getting taken more seriously. So.
But I would think those photos attract people, fans.
It does, but it can also attract the wrong attention. And I think for me, where I'm going and having so many fans that are like children that are watching me, I'm choosing not to want to be like that, if that makes any sense. What works for Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and everybody else isn't necessarily going to work for me. I'm not from this country. I'm from Australia.
Right.
So like I said, I'm not hating on anybody. I've got a bunch of girls that I love to death that that do their thing. You get what I'm saying? But what works for them doesn't necessarily going to work for me.
Right. So I heard you say, you believe in God more than anything, and your first album was "It's My Destiny." And so with today, as you transition from that first album back in 2016, like where's destiny? What is the destiny now, since you've learned so much in the industry? What can people expect from you coming up?
My main thing and the main reason why I even first came to the States was because, I have a very good heart and I love children more than anything. So I want to be able to give back. I would love to be able to, and I'm in the process of actually trying to work out how to do it right now. I want to go to hospitals where all the kids have cancer. I want to go give my heart and my love to these children. I feel like they need it, So it's bigger than the music industry. I use my platform and what I've got going on to go give back and make a difference. It's more to life than, like I said, just putting yourself out there half naked and being a sex symbol. It's deeper than that for me. So I kind of feel like I found my purpose.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't mind. So let's start here. Okay.
No, I can't today. I can't today.
Anyway.
That's a British accent.
I know, it's not Australian, but it's the closest I could get.
And we don't like each other.
Oh, really?
Australian British people don't like each other.
Wow.
Oh, now that's news.
Yeah.
I thought they were all from the same neck of the woods.
We're so far away from each other.
I know, but still, isn't it like there's proximity?
No, we're very different.
Okay.
Australians are very different.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our new co-host, Chichi.
Yeah,
Chichi, you great for radio. At the end of the day, why come to America? Why not establish yourself as the big Australian star and then come to America as the big Australian star instead of coming to America as an Australian artist and trying to make it as a pop American artist?
Right. I guess it was always my dream from a child to be in the States. I remember I used to watch like MTV and video hits, and it's like, oh my God, I just always wanted to be out here. And then I went through a situation. I was kidnapped in Australia for like 3 months. I went through hell and back, and God got me through that situation. And I just remember one day screaming out to the universe and to God saying, I don't blame the universe and God for what's happened to me. I take accountability. Please, God, please get me out of Australia right now. Please get me in the States. And God has come through for me every single time. I came to the States with $200 in 2 suitcases. I had nothing, you know, when I first came out here, but I was very blessed to meet a lady who's passed away now, rest in peace. She was my first sponsor, and she was sponsoring me like $1,000 a week just to even be in the States.
Wow.
So that's when I learned how to become a brand ambassador, and I learned my way, yeah. So I did it the right way. It was super hard, but I did it the right way. And I worked with Bone Buttocks and Harmony in Australia too. That was my first tour that I ever went. So I remember telling them my story. I remember telling them my story, and they were just like, we need someone like you here in the States. And I just kept working. I studied the industry. I did everything I could, and then I came out here.
I know that's right. And you talk with your right hand. Like,
I'm very European too.
So hold on tight. The moment we all been waiting for, we're gonna debut this record featuring Offset, and it's called
Addicted.
Addictive, right here on the Ray Daniels Morning Show. She's in the building, y'all. Destiny Riders. Hey! Hey! Hey!
Okay.
She's in the building! Addictive! Addictive! I want to do remix. Oh man, that is so dope, girl.
Thank you so much.
Wow. So like how does somebody you're still relatively new in the game, but you're a veteran at the same time. So how does someone like you get a feature with one of the top hip hop group members of the world, the Migos, Offset? How did that even come about?
First, I gotta say God. That's 100%. Without God, that nothing's like everything's impossible. I mean, I have a lot of connections in the industry. I've been in the industry since 2012, so that was the
I know people have been in the industry since the 90s and couldn't get a record with Offset.
Ah, damn. Yeah, all I can say is, like I said, it's really just God, and of course, paying for it.
Right,
I have to
right.
pay for my feature.
Right. So shout out to Cardi B's husband.
Yeah,
Cardi B's husband, Offset.
Without saying the number, that must be a pretty penny to have Offset on the record. And he's not the only superstar you have on the record. You got French Montana on the record.
I got French Montana, I got Crazy Bone,
Wow.
I got Dalvin by Jodeci.
Damn.
I mean, I got a lot of features.
That's crazy. So you're having my baby. It means so much to me. There's nothing more precious than to be with destiny.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's dope.
I appreciate it.
Jealousy.
A lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, that's for sure.
I know that's right. So, I'm looking at you, I watched the videos, I did the research, I'm like, wow, she's popping and she wants to be in the Ray Daniels morning show. Why did you choose this platform?
I guess you've been supporting me even before I even had my features.
Right.
And I truly believe in paying it forward to the people that have been there for me from day
Wow.
one. And I remember the first time I ever came, I said, thank you very much for supporting me, I'm grateful. And I said, no matter how big I get or wherever I am around the world, I will show the same support. So I will
Wow.
continue to come here.
That touched
That's very important.
That
So.
touched my heart. Chichi?
Well, I'm.
Chichi's gonna give me a director, like she's gonna be like she's
What?
director.
First of all, I'm speechless
Put the damn
because
phones down. Put the damn phones down.
I'm speechless because I want
to.
I'm involved with the radio interview Ray Daniels on the Ray Daniels morning show. But so tell for other, you said you want to work with the youth and kids, and let's talk a little bit about hope, what that looks like for a young artist that wants to do what you're doing. What are some of the nuggets that you can share for artists who want to get there, who want to make, an album with Offset and French Montana? How do they look at building the right relationships, and what are some of the nuggets that you would share with young people?
Is
Yeah. But this is my question, Ray Daniel. Thank you.
I'm just asking how she like the nuggets.
She like them hot and crispy.
I guess no matter how hard it gets,
Yeah.
just don't give up. There's been plenty of times I want to give up and throw in the towel because, it does get extremely hard. But, you gotta stay prayed up. And, for the people that don't believe in God, I suggest you find God.
I know that's right.
Because that's the only way I feel like you can really make it. Because you can get to a certain plateau in anything in life, but without God, that's only gonna last so long. It's like money. Not all money is good money, right?
I know that's right.
So longevity, stay prayed up, and the people that you surround yourself with is extremely important.
Right.
Because people can pretend to be about God, but really they're not. They're
Right.
the enemy. I'm not going to mention certain names, but there's a lot of people that I know that are extremely successful, and they're just horrible people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They've got the potential to help other people or do whatever, but just so.
They ain't gonna do it.
With that being said, being a man of God, we got a spiritual vitamin from the man of God himself.
For sure. I like that, by the way. So I don't even want to just kind of negate what you said before we get into the spiritual vitamin. But yes, definitely we have a spiritual vitamin this morning. So again, I am MOG the Mogul, aka Man of God the Mogul. And guys, I gotta drop a spiritual vitamin on you daily. Gotta feed you. Now, when we entered in this morning with our interview, we talked about the Our Father prayer. And a lot of times for the individuals who haven't had a theological education, they don't understand the Our Father prayer and really what it is. You just get into it and you learn it from your parents and you just say it. And you don't understand exactly what it means. So today, the spiritual vitamin is about being able to break down the Our Father prayer so that you understand the significance of it and why it's just like a spiritual vitamin that you should take daily when you pray. In the Bible, it says, Jesus told his disciples, he said, when you pray like this. And that's when he gave the Our Father prayer. So a lot of times we do prayers, and there's nothing wrong with having a relationship with God, but this prayer is what Jesus said, when you do pray as such. So the Our Father prayer breaks down like this. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Now, this opening acknowledges the divine inviting us to remember the sacredness of God's presence in our lives. It centers us, fostering a sense of reverence and connection to the higher power. So when you're talking about hallowed, that means sacred. So you're understanding that sacred is God's name. Now when you go into the thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, these words remind us to align our lives with divine purpose, destiny, right? It encourages us to strive for goodness, justice, and compassion in our daily actions, reflecting heaven on earth. Then when we go into the give us this day our daily bread, which is the one I really, really love, here we recognize our dependence on God for sustainment. So not just physical nourishment, but spiritual and emotional strength. It is a daily reminder to seek God's provision and trust in his care. Now when we go into the and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us, this line calls us to embrace forgiveness, both giving and receiving it. It cleanses our heart of bitterness and resentment, promoting inner peace, harmony in our relationship. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. It is a plea for guidance and protection. It strengthens our resolve to resist negative influences and seeks the path of righteousness. So, family, each time we pray the Our Father prayer, we are spiritually nourished. It serves as a daily dose of grace, reminding us of divine connection, guiding our actions, and fostering a forgiving, compassionate heart. Like a daily vitamin, it maintains our spiritual health, ensuring and remaining us grounded, peaceful, and aligned in God's divine will. So now, my people, it's your boy MOG the Mogul, and you have just learned why that Our Father prayer is such a phenomenal, phenomenal prayer for your daily life and gets you through life, day to day. Y'all know what it is, man. It's MOG the Mogul. Let's go.
That's it.
Yeah.
You got a comment on that?
Firstly, I mean, that's Christianity out here, or that's Catholic? That's Catholic, isn't it?
Talk to me.
That's Catholic, right?
Essentially, the Our Father prayer, you can separate Christianity from Catholic. I mean, it's just, do you believe in Mary, right? Is in the Catholic, religion, in a sense. Jesus is, of course, the Savior in a Christian sense. In my perspective, this is praying to God.
Right. I feel like everybody has their own relationship with God, and I definitely have my own relationship with God. I mean, I've studied every single religion that you can imagine, like Muslim, Catholic, Christianity, and I mean, you have good and bad in everything, but I feel like God knows our hearts. That's the most important thing. So I'm only just learning how to pray properly to God, and I mean, there's no real right way to pray to God. I mean, God knows, but I mean, I'm just more open about it right now because I went through suicide, and God has really saved my life in so many ways, and I'm not scared to talk about it anymore. I was at the start, but I feel like it's my testimony, for me to come out here and go save other children and other people that are feeling and experiencing, because some people really go through with it. It's a serious thing. The devil's alive, but
Yep.
the devil is definitely
So,
alive.
quick question.
Yeah.
Do you believe religion is a form of division at the same time?
I feel like it is. I definitely feel like it is because there's only one God. So how are we all praying, and how are all people saying these different religions, and then people just they use it when it suits them because no one's perfect.
Right.
We all sin, right? But
Right.
people just use scriptures in the Bible or
I haven't sinned today yet. I don't think so. I think I'm good right now.
thank God.
I think
I will
sin is
sin before it's over with though.
I just feel like as long as we can fulfill our purpose and we can do something that's good. Like I know for a fact, I know Gary, because I wanted to quit so many times. And I always pray to God, God, is this for me? If it's not for me, please
It's
show me what is
definitely
for me.
Yes.
And God keeps bringing me back here all the time. So it's like, because God knows I'm going to glorify his name in everything that I do. When I'm in front of those 10, 15,000 people on stage, I'm going to glorify God. When I'm winning my Grammy Award, I'm going to glorify. I'm actually winning my 5th award in June.
Right.
But I'm going to glorify him in every single thing that I do because he saved my life. He's helped me out tremendously.
Right.
So
I definitely feel your energy, your spirit, and your synergy And with that being said, we're gonna go back into the record we've all been waiting for almost a week to hear. It's called Addicted by Destiny Riders. Thank you. Hold on. Well said. Last break for you, okay? Because I know you gotta get the out here, okay? It's the last break, okay?
You're fine.
So make sure you tell people how to follow you,
Okay.
All right, so the
So
order,
about the TV show that I'm
top-
on too?
Huh?
The TV show that I'm on as well?
Yeah, tell it all. So, in order, for the room order, Ray talks, Ray's gonna say Chichi. Chichi talks, so get ready. When I'm talking, get ready to talk, Chichi, okay? Get your questions ready, get your comment ready, your funny statement ready, because when Ray's talking, you're next. And when you're done, if you ask her a question, she answers it, then you say mogul, so that way we have a flow. That's a little cheat code in radio, so
Okay.
that we can keep flowing. I'm gonna say your name, that means for you to talk, okay, mogul?
Yep.
All right.
Hey, I'll say something about your testimony is where God's grace was. I'm saying, the more you tell your testimony, more people are gonna sing. You hear me?
I don't know if she can hear you.
I don't think she can hear me.
Destiny? He's trying to
Not
figure.
bad.
Your testimony
Yes, sir.
is where God's grace is.
Robin?
Talking about her testimony, her story, that's what God's grace is for her life. And
Right.
you're gonna save so many people by keep telling your testimony.
I am. I used to be embarrassed at the start, but I'm not anymore. I feel like God got me through it. And
The thing about
I was right there, man. Like, I would have been out.
your
Let's talk
testimony,
about that a little bit more, too. We got
We
40
can.
seconds.
We can.
40 seconds.
Your
Let's get ready, Ronnie. Addictive, she definitely is. The Ray Dance Morning Show bringing you the best of hip hop and R&B. Today's hottest music with a touch of laughs. We got a touch of destiny today. Man, you're the full package. Okay, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, talented, spiritual, and I don't want to take light of what we just talked about as far as suicide and all that, because that's not even contemplated, because like it becomes overwhelming. Even if you're doing well, you feel like you're not doing enough. I just recently lost my dad,
I'm sorry.
and my dad is was my best friend. As far as he was just my father. We debated, we watched sports, we watched news, and you don't think people are gonna pass. You just take for granted they're gonna live forever. And even when he was sick and it was talk of him passing, it's still like, nah, we're gonna get through this. So when you sit here and you sit with somebody who seems like they have it all together, when you look at you from the outside, you're beautiful and you tatted up. I don't know exactly how many tattoos you have before this recorded anyway. But people, you look like you have it all together. So when you by yourself, which you never are, because you got your little puppy with you, but when you are alone, what is the thoughts that run through your mind?
Now I'm okay, but at the time, suicide really starts from when you're a young age. I was
Really?
suicidal from when I was little. You know, I unfortunately experienced certain things that a little girl should never have experienced. And I learned from a very young age that it's not the right way to learn, but I was told by certain people, I'm not going to mention who they are, that basically it was okay for what happened to me because everybody got away with it. And my whole life growing up, it was like, you know, seeing certain people still remain friends, the closest people to me, friends with the people that hurt me as a little girl. It just didn't make sense. So growing up as an adult, every time I got hurt or betrayed or went through a situation, I was thinking that it was okay, but it wasn't okay.
Right.
And I realize now that the journey that I've had since a little girl, or the pain that I've endured, I don't play the victim anymore, because victim people don't win, right? I try to channel that and utilize that as my testimony to go help other people, because I was out. I didn't want to live in, that was it for me. I was ready to pull that trigger. I didn't want to wake up another day. But I thank God right now that God got me through the situation, that I'm able to sit here right now and speak about my testimony, because there's probably a billion other people out there that feel the same way. You know, people always think that I'm so confident and whatever, but there was a time that I was so insecure, and I felt like I was so ugly, and I felt like I was nothing, you know, but that's not true. Like I said, the devil's a lie, and I'm just so grateful to God right now that he got me through it, and yeah.
I want to say something about loyalty. A lot of what you said, I just went through. And I was like, damn, like, what do you do when someone is so disloyal to you, but you have, like, mutual friends, and then, you know, some people are team the other person, some people are team you, and then you still have no closure. So, then you don't even know, like, is these people real? Because at the end of the day, when you see something on the surface, you should be able to make a conscious decision where your loyalty lies. And me and you had a private conversation. We're not going to go too much detail about it, but you really expressed to me, like, hey, Ray, I'm loyal to what you bring to the table. And that meant a lot to me. I want to tell you that. Because a lot of people tell people things, and they never reciprocate how much of a difference it made for them. It brightened my whole day. I'm not going to lie. You made my whole day that day when you told me that. Because I wasn't hearing that from anybody. And I was like, damn. And when I expressed myself, people were like, I'm tired of hearing this. Oh my God. Change the subject. Do say something different. Because I wanted to vent. And when I was trying to vent, I wanted someone to reciprocate that they cared. And the words you said was the words I was seeking. As well as Ron in the corner. Ron said some words to me that almost brought me to tears, because sometimes, like looking at you seem phenomenal. And one day he sat me down and said, hey man, you're an eagle. And I was like, whoa, it froze me. And because I had so much animosity and so much confusion and so much hate at the time. Like, I wanted to hurt somebody, but that's not even me. And then when I'm alone, I think about it more. When I'm cool with my friends or whatever, it's passive. But when you're alone, it's like, damn, I want to hurt that person like they hurt me. So, what did you do to surpass those things?
I mean, when I say disloyalty part, I'm talking about part as in like people that are meant to be my friends, and I'm talking about family. I'm talking about people that are my blood, you know, and it's something that I've had to learn, that God says you have to forgive, you know, and it's hard to forgive your enemies. It's hard to pray for your enemies, especially at the time that you're actually going through it. But yeah, I mean, it's really for yourself, because you don't want to feel those emotions, because or make decisions based on emotions. I used to be like that. I'm a female. Women are emotional creatures as it is, and then I'm an artist, so that doesn't really help, you know. And let me explain something about the relationship part. So, I'm in a relationship. I've been on off for some for 8 years, but we're doing great now, thank God. But when it comes to relationships as well, it's very hard for anybody don't let anybody get involved in a relationship. Doesn't matter how good they say they're your friend. It don't matter, because those people don't really care if your relationship is good or not. They're not going to care. And then why would they even pick a side? People are not loyal to themselves. You get what I'm saying? So, and then on the other aspect, some people may not want to get involved, because what happens if a relationship, like my example, once if they get back together, you don't want to get involved in the relationship because you want to be cordial with both of them. So it's a tricky situation, but God always shows you who everybody is. I've learned to stay still now and do my absolute best.
That's big.
There was a time, the last couple months, I stayed still for 8. I had the biggest opportunities ever, and God was saying, no, stay still, stay home. Don't go yet. And I don't move now unless God tells me to move, because if God's involved in it, I know it's going to be successful. If God's not involved, it's not going to work. That's friendship, business, and anything.
Wow. You don't know how much you helped me right now. Chichi?
That is amazing. That is actually the core of everything. Having a connection, having a conversation with God about the steps and direction. I think when people do things to us, um, if you kind of give it up. So there's a part of the Bible that talks about the things that, taking on giving God your burden and taking the lighter burden. So what's the lighter burden? The gospel.
Right.
But the heavier burden is stuff,
Right.
the baggage. A therapist told me that trauma can stay in the body for 14 years. So whatever you went through as a child, and I'm sorry, 14 generations. So that means if a woman goes through a bombing,
Right.
that baby she's carrying, if she's pregnant during the bombing for 14 generations, that baby feels the trauma of what's happened
Wow.
during that. So what happened to you in a childhood is actually showing up in life, right? It's how you've given that burden to God. That's why the Bible talks about the burden being light. And you've done that. You've been able to give your burden. So now you're carrying the light burden, which is flow. Understanding what the Spirit says and carry that to go. My question is not going to be about that. My question is, when are you making an Afrobeat hit? Hey, I'm all about Afro beats.
I've got plenty Afro songs, girl.
Okay. Ray Daniels, you gonna play an Afro beat hit today? Or no, she's playing the new record.
We promoted Addictive today because that's what we do.
Yes. I want to hear her stuff. I will go check that out.
Before we get to Mogul, how many tattoos do you have?
I lost count. I mean, this was my therapy. Every time I went through something in my life, I got tattooed.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So you lost count?
I've completely lost count now.
Man.
Last time you counted, where were you at?
I lost count like 4 years ago, 5 years
No,
ago.
but what was the number?
What was the number then?
I don't even remember.
Right.
Maybe 50, 40, I don't know.
Wow.
I've
Wow.
got sleeves. I got a lot.
Wow.
And that was a lot of self-inflicted pain. Like I said, every time I went through something, I went and got tattooed. That was how I dealt with my pain.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're a woman, you do women empowerment speeches and talks and things like that, right?
Yeah,
I'm
so
sure you do.
even I'm about to be on a TV reality show out here, actually in production right this second. It's called To Atlanta, so we'll be speaking a lot about that. But I was just on a show, I did a guest appearance on a show called City Girls. And I was just out in Miami, so there was like a bunch of women on the show. And I was scared at the start because I'm like, oh, normally when I'm on TV, these girls try to fight and do this and that or whatever. But when I went there and I seen girls were about to fight on the show, it was crazy. I sat there, I'm like, can I please speak? God just spoke through me.
Yes.
Like, God used me as a vessel.
Yes.
And I spoke to 14 young women on a TV reality show. It's like, girls, you don't have to fight. You don't have to be like everybody else or whatever. Like, so basically, I spoke with these girls. These girls started crying, and they respected me. And actually, they're tuning in right this second.
Yay.
They're tuning in now. So
Wow.
I was just showing them you don't have to be like it's people trying to kill themselves, people going through so much stuff. Like, why would you fight over the smallest, littlest things? You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm just trying to show people something different. That's all. Utilize the stuff that I've been through as my testimony to go out there and help and make a difference. So
That's what's up, Mo.
I commend you definitely for sharing that because that shows a lot of power. It definitely shows a lot of forwardness that you've grown past that and going through it, through the process. And I feel like a lot of people in the industry or whatever they're trying to do definitely needs to hear that because many of us contemplate suicide and taking away our life because we deal with so many pressures. Just yesterday we were talking about how social media can really frame our mind and put us in a space where we're not feeling like we have made it or we're good enough. And just God shared something with me this morning in regards to what you're doing in life. Like you talk about this is my destiny.
Right.
And so
No pun intended.
Right, but for real, in regards to that, like we think about things. They ask the question, say, would you be doing music, if you weren't paid for it, right? Or whatever you're doing, right? So a lot of times I feel like we have to take the time to say, you know what, I'm literally doing what I dream of doing, regardless of where I'm measured at in society. Regardless, I shouldn't have a measure, right? I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm on a journey, and that journey is going to take me wherever God wants it to take me. And so, with that being said, in where you are currently today, would you consider yourself as fulfilled in yourself, or are there things that you feel like would make it better, accolades, or where are you now in your career? Now that you've going through these and what, you know, I feel like the things that you've done, people would die to do. They dream to do. So how do you feel, you know, in this space currently?
I'm just very grateful. I'm grateful to be here. And I'm grateful for the opportunities that I have. But like I said, I utilize that platform for something way bigger. It's not just, I love music to death. Like, I'm very driven by passion, obviously not by money, because there ain't no money in this industry, especially at the start. You got to put in so much work. But obviously it does pay off in the end. But it's not about that. There's so many kids out there. I have a very special connection with children. Children love me to death. They always have since I was a kid. So I feel like my purpose is to be out here to go help these children and these kids and youth, because I feel like a lot of people in America don't know what real love is, they don't know what loyalty is, they don't know what respect is, they don't know what morals are. Everybody just out to get everybody, everyone fighting, everyone. What about, that's why I was saying to the girls, that's why I love these girls more than anything on this TV show, because they all, like you said about the women empowerment, they listen to what I said. Who am I at the end of the day for these women to listen to me? I've been to children's schools, I've been to churches. These kids open up to me and talk to me. So there's something that's way bigger. So right now I just feel like I'm really grateful. No, I don't feel like I have completely fulfilled my purpose yet.
There you go.
If that's the question. But I'm right there, and I know God can change anything at any given moment.
Right.
So
Amen. Listen, it was a pleasure to have you here.
I'm grateful.
So what I want you to do in closing is tell everybody everything that you've been involved in right now before we do that.
Oh goodness, I got so much. So I got a song that I'm dropping with Waka's brother. He produced the song, Kwam, and Jay they produced the song. It's a dope song.
Tony was hanging out with me today.
Yeah, I gotta really be grateful. So we're about to shoot a video for that shortly. Obviously, I got my song with Offset. I'm on a TV reality show called To Atlanta. Shout out to my girl Mo, I appreciate it. I've got so much, man. But the most important.
Don't forget, Doctor. Keep it going.
Definitely starting a charity organization.
Right.
That's something that's really important to me. Photo shoots, radio, shows. I got so much right now.
Right, we're about to do a radio promo tour, Ray Daniels. We're gonna go around.
Yeah, I need to do a complete tour right now.
So at the end of the day, I want to say you've helped me too. Like, and I definitely want to let the world know that we talked offline on the phone, and I was like, wow. And you have a third eye, if you believe in that. You do have like foresight. And a lot of us, I just said this the other day to somebody that was in this room. I said, you don't connect like how we connect. So I'm thinking that God is starting to gravitate people who have that synergy, that energy, because that's why
Just lag.
right. He was in the room. I said, you're not like us. We're aliens. You think too much on a normal plane. Like, you just really want to be normal. I think I'm beyond normal. So sometimes I feel like I'm superhuman. But when the reality kicks in, like sometimes I just got a house, and I was like, damn, maybe I'm taking on too much. I got this house, I got this office, I got this, I got that. But then, for whatever reason, God always blessed me. I never get to the point of break, and I like calling it prayer, but I like really saying I'm having a conversation with God, because I really open up.
Look what that says. Chosen one.
Chosen one.
That's what's up.
There are certain people in this world I truly believe that are chosen, and it's what we choose to do with that. We can either use it for good or for bad.
Right.
You know, and it's just like when you meet people in general, like you already know if you're gonna be good to that person or you're trying to use that person. You get what I'm saying? So, and you notice too, the darkness can't stand the light.
No.
They can't be around it.
Yeah.
Stars always align together as well. That's very important. It's just a matter of now that, it's like that saying, once you know better, you do better.
Right.
Yeah.
Now that I'm aware of everything, like the third eye, I'm aware of it.
Right.
I know how to channel it and utilize that properly for the good though. I ain't gonna do it for the bad because I need to keep my blessings from God.
Yeah.
It's just so much bigger than us, than what we think.
Right.
You know, so
Miss Ryder, Destiny Ryder, I so love you.
I'm grateful.
I so love you, and I definitely feel we're going to do a lot of great things together. I'm just getting all these signals like we're going to do something great together. We're going to play the song again. I don't want to make sure we're missing nothing out. So we definitely want to, and when you talk about building the youth, that's definitely one of the things I want to do. Like, I've always said I want to go back to my hood, which I was born in Bushwick, Brooklyn, and incorporate things for people, the kids to do, because they just think the street on the corner all day. And I was like, damn, I want to bring back, like, when we used to engage, like play baseball, like football, and just have a center. And not for the vanity purpose of having my name on it, but just to have somewhere where people could go to learn and be self-sustained.
Like that movie, Honey. That's what inspired me when I was a kid back in Australia, watching that movie, how she just wanted a studio for these kids to come and get off the street. So that's been my goal for like 8 years. That's something I've always wanted to do, is get like a massive warehouse studio where I can teach these kids for free.
There you go.
Don't need to charge, not everyone can afford it, but they're so talented.
Right.
So why would I, if I can give them an outlet to come there and feel safe and feel loved and have some type of direction. You know, kids need hobbies, so they don't want to go out and don't want to be on drugs and don't get into prostitution, and there's just so much to this. There is so much to
Right, and I had a movie idea that I shared with Noble. Like I said, it's gonna be 5 different people who come from 5 different parts of the world who all want that one goal to be successful. Remember that I told you that idea, Noble?
Yeah.
I said we're gonna have a young lady who went through something similar to you, who comes all the way to America to be a rap star. And she had to go through all these struggles, like having to be a dancer and a model, but all she really wanted to do was be a rapper. Then I had the gay guy and the street guy, and all these, at the end of the day, all they wanted was a record deal. But they had to go through so many trials and tribulations to get to the record. Remember I told you that movie idea?
Yeah.
All right, so at the end of the day, I want you to, not, because this we will be here all day, because you're like a book. So at the end of the day, I know there's a lot of, like, I'm sure people try to push you to be a model, or maybe you need to do this, or everything that just distracts you, take you off your path for why you came here in the first place.
Right.
And know what I loved about what you said today? Standing still. I had to learn that.
Yeah, it's hard.
And I just told Mobile this morning. I said, Mobile, you be more relevant when you become less accessible and you stand still. Didn't I just say this morning?
I don't even leave my front door anymore unless I'm one, getting paid, or 2, there is a purpose. There's no way.
Oh my God, I just said that.
There's no way. Like, there's nothing out there in the streets. There's nothing out there in these clubs.
Thank you.
Drinking, like, for what? Like, I didn't come out here to do that. I can make a difference. And if these children can look at me, and there's so many videos of kids sending me prayer videos and telling me how much they love me and they're looking up to me, kids I've never met before around the world. So that's actually a TV show that I want to do, is go visit all the kids that have been my fans since they were 3, 4 years old that I've never met, and they're 8 years old now. I want to go there and hug them and surprise them, and that's huge. When I was suicidal, little girls there was this little girl called Abijah. She's been my fan since she was like 3, 4 years old. She used to send me videos saying, Destiny, I'm praying for you.
Right.
I love you, Destiny, encouraging me. Why would this little girl I've never met before from Mexico, how does she even know me?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying it's just so much deeper than that.
So do you believe this? Do you believe, like, when people are destined to meet each other, that things align based on timing? Because we know each other for a minute, but I think right now the timing is just greater than it was.
God's time is everything. I've had that song with Offset since last year, November.
Wow.
It took that long to get my song back. So that's when I had to realize it's not on my timing. Nothing's on my timing. So God, exactly. But as long as God is involved, it's gonna turn gold.
Amen. I think we should end it on a note. Tell people how they can follow you, because not that you need it, you got like 1 million followers, but tell them how they can follow you.
My Instagram is which is IAM Destiny, DESTINY RYDAS. Or they can go to my website, all my links are on there, which is destinywriters.com.
That's what's up. Destiny Right, you're gonna go right to that addictive record. And again, it was a pleasure. Is there anything you guys want to say in parting really quickly?
Thank you, Destiny, for coming. Thank you for empowering women. And
Thank you, Destiny, for sure, and definitely get at me about setting up nonprofits. I'll definitely do that on your side too.
There you go. We in the building.
Okay.
Perfect timing. Let's go. It's addictive.
Someone sit down, is she okay?
Powerful testimony.
We off camera now.
hey, Jordan.
You gotta
Hey,
shout
folks.
out- Powerful testimony,
Very
Destiny.
powerful testimony.
I
have a women
that's my radio
empowerment
show,
group.
Gospel.
Yes.
The gospel show. Yeah, I'm about to do a gospel record too.
You do?
I'm going to about to do one.
Y'all,
Puts
I'm
words
out.
in your mind.
I got goosebumps right now. I feel God is
I'm out,
really
y'all.
to use me as a vessel and
Exactly.
to speak through me. Because I'm the worst person at reacting.
He
I used
puts,
to react to every situation.
he puts words in your head.
Oh, my second
For
Libra
songs.
I met.
God puts words.
Thank you.
but
Yeah, I'm
not
Libra
everything.
too.
You are?
Yeah, but I have a women empowerment stuff. I'm a TED coach.
Can you take a picture of
So
all of
I
us?
do, I get women on
We gotta
speaking
get more guests in
platforms.
here, come on.
I know. So we can get you on TED to share a women empowerment story. We're doing something at the United Nations,
Right.
Stand up
September.
so we can take a picture with the star.
Yeah, I'm coming, dude.
Get
I'm
up.
trying to end my life.